Hello my friends, this is Yolanda from CraftyScentiments.com and I'm here with another card for you. Today's tutorial, I want to show you how to make a really nice background image. This is one of their newest stamp sets in the annual catalog. Well, actually both of them are. What we're going to be using today is the marbled background stamp, and it's huge. This is the size of it. It's on our largest clear mount block, which is block F, and you see it fills up the whole entire block. But this one, for the marble one, it makes fabulous backgrounds. Wait till you see that. I'm obsessed with it a little bit. So we're going to be using the marbled stamp set, as well as the Ribbon of Courage stamp set. I am loving this. It has wonderful inspirational phrases, sentiments that you can use. It has the ribbons both in a solid color and then one that's more decorated with different designs inside. You can stamp it plain like that, or you can stamp it and then color in some of the little designs in there. There's a couple of hearts and a flower. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love the stamp set. So we're going to be using those two stamp sets. And there we are, we have those. Also, we're going to be using some dimensionals, our snail, our bone folder, our metallic enamel shapes, and I'm using some of the gold ones. So I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to put these aside for a second. And one ink pad, only one color, and that's going to be chocolate chip. I'm doing this particular one in sort of I guess you want to call it a masculine look, with masculine colors. And the colors that I'm using today are the Very Vanilla. So I have the Very Vanilla thick cardstock in 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of chocolate chip cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of regular vanilla cardstock that is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have two more pieces. Another piece of the chocolate chip measuring 3 by, I think it's 4 1/4, and a piece of regular vanilla, Very Vanilla, that measures 2 7/8 by 4 1/8, I think. Or yeah, I think it's 4 1/8. So let's put some of these aside and we'll get started. And actually, I'm going to do the smaller one first. Let me push this aside. And for this, I'm going to be using these two, the ribbon and the sentiment. This sentiment says, "With faith, all things are possible." And I thought that was really a really appropriate one that can go for anyone. So I'm going to be using the this cord is in the way. I'm going to be using the chocolate chip, and I am going to, where's my little, I like to have a little piece of let's see what it stamps. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this toward the bottom and kind of centered. Very good. And then I'm going to do the ribbon. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very detailed, but it's so pretty. So I'm going to do that towards in the middle, toward the top. You can kind of press it down, let it absorb the ink for a little bit. Cool. And that's all for those. So I'm going to set this aside for a moment, and I'll bring in this one. Oh, I thought I lost my piece of cardstock. Now for this, we're going to be using the marbled one. And it's such a huge block, a huge stamp, that instead of taking the stamp to the ink, we're going to take the ink to the stamp. And we're going to stamp it up all over. Nice and good. Oopsie. Moving my paper. So I'm going to make sure I have good color all over. And if I don't get ink on me, that'll be a shocker. So I'm going to put this down in the center. I'm going to set it down. And I'm going to put a piece of paper on top of it. And then kind of burnish it. And try to make sure, it's kind of hard because I have this huge piece of paper, that you get the sides, the edges of the cardstock. And you don't have to do all that. Basically, you can just rub it. I don't know why I did that. You should have seen my fingers earlier. Oh my gosh, I had ink everywhere because I didn't cover up the paper, the set. Oh my gosh, see, look at there, got ink all around, and that would have been on my fingers. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Close this up before I get ink everywhere. And I'll set that aside. And that is so cute. So you can do it either way. I'm going to do it this way. And we are just about finished because this card goes by really quickly. But I love the effect that it has. So we're going to burnish this. And we're going to bring in the snail adhesive. And we're just going to start layering right now. So I'm going to layer this on the very vanilla. And we're going to layer this right on top of that. We're going to, I think I want, you could have it either way, but then to me this looks like it's the right way, like it's facing downward. Either way would go, that would be fine. So I'm going to center this on the cardstock as well. A little bit more towards the top. Okay. And this gets layered up on top. You see I'm moving this paper all over. Oh my goodness. And this is going to get layered on here. This is going to have a very small border. Okay, and then the next thing, we're going to pop these up on some dimensionals. And I'm going to use a lot because I don't want it to sink in the middle. So I'm going to use like 6. And we'll take that off. And you can make these in a variety of colors. You can make a whole set and give to someone or gift someone. Really nice. And this is going to go right in the center of this particular card. There we go. And then the last thing, we're going to embellish just a couple of metallic shapes in the gold. They come in gold and silver, that's in the package, and you can pick either one. I'm gonna have problems picking these up. I always have problems with these. I'm just gonna do a couple. Okay, let me pick them up. I'm going to put 2 at the bottom right here, and that's crooked. That's a little better. And I'm going to put 2 at the top over here. And that is our cards, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit to the side. And there we go. A quick and simple card, but I'm in love with the marbling stamp set. And here's the one I did earlier. I had posted this somewhere on a couple of my sites, and people were asking me how I had did it, so I decided to go ahead and make a video of it. I hadn't planned on making a video of it. So this is the original one that I did. I did this one in shades of Very Vanilla, Berry Burst, and the ink color that I used was Flirty Flamingo. So this one I just used 2 colors, the chocolate chip and the Very Vanilla, and this one I kind of used 3 colors, but still I think they both came out really great, and I'm really happy with them. So thank you so much for stopping by. This is Yolanda from CraftyScentiments.com. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, and leave me a comment. Let me know what colors you would do this in. I mean, really, it's endless. You can use all different kinds of colors. But I am really liking this marble stamp set. Once again, this is Yolanda, and thank you so much for stopping by and joining me today. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'll leave the information below. And thanks, and have a good one. I'll be back real soon with another video for you. Thanks, and bye-bye.